used to LEED, if you're used to green building codes like those out in California. It's got site provisions, water, energy efficiency, of course. It connects directly with the 90.1 standard, as well as there's connections for IgCC. There's IEQ provisions, so things like low-emitting materials, etc. There's also materials provisions for saving resources and waste, and also picking better multi-attribute kind of products. Environmental product declarations are in there, for example. And importantly, it has a chapter on the construction and plans for operation. So while a building code has to, by law, they cannot go past permit by occupancy, the document felt it was necessary that we're doing all these great things to set up a building for success. We need to have plans for operation so the building can be operated in those ways. So there's a chapter in there that deals just with the construction practices and planning for the operation. Things like commissioning and plans to operate the building, maintenance, etc. is in there. Now, so what is the USGBC doing to help support this? We put out, I won't make you read this because I've got to zoom in. We've got a document that's on our website, I'll show that in a minute, that we just released, which is a set of the most, what we think are the adoptable measures within this book. It's a pretty big book. There's a lot of good stuff in it. And there's also a lot of overlap with LEED. And so what we've done is gone through each of the categories and mapped out some of the LEED credits, which you see on the left here is your LEED credit or prerequisite, the corresponding measure from the book. And then we've also added what is the achievement rate for these in LEED projects to date. So these are water ones you're seeing here. They're prerequisites, so they have 100% achievement rate. Next, just to give an example of the energy stuff, there's commissioning, minimum energy performance, optimized energy, there's refrigerants, and building level metering. Those are all included in the IgCC as well, and they have very high achievement rates in LEED projects. So hopefully this will help give a framework for what are some of the strategies and how readily available they are for adoption. LEED is used all around the world, and the prerequisites have to be done on every project. And then for IEQ, there's low-emitting materials and the prerequisite there, again, with high achievement rates of those. So this document is available for download. At the sum up, it's a 2-page thing, and at the bottom, there's basically all the prerequisites, and 20 points are targeted for alignment. And what we plan to do with this document is not only give it out there as something, as a resource, but also to take this to our LEED steering committee and our committees and have them get pre-approved for equivalency in LEED certification. So if you bring a project through a jurisdiction that has adopted these measures, those will be streamlined in your LEED compliance documentation. And we've got an example of this. We did a similar thing recently and added to it in California. So if you're now building to California's robust energy and green building codes, you can get all the prerequisites and up to 12 points, or 6 points, sorry, up to 6 points for your LEED B and C projects that are streamlined. They're essentially relying on the code compliance documentation as a way to show that those measures are met. We also have a path for ID and C in homes, and there's a new alternative energy scoring pathway for California. So for those of you building in with the Title 24 energy code, there's no need to have to do additional modeling just for LEED. You can use that documentation now to show compliance. We've done that before in LEED, it's a recent one.